Hey, fellow babies, and welcome to the show Elvis Presley himself once said was totally worth a good post-shoot evacuation. It's the 42 Show.
Boy, he should know about that. He's an expert. Oh, welcome to the show, everybody. And in tonight's show stories we won't be covering. There's a house in North Carolina has slid into the sea. Oopsies. And hundreds of flights in Japan have been cancelled because someone lost a pair of scissors. Very strange story. Not covering it. And also, we're going to be asking the question, what do Daleks wear underneath those skirts? But first of all, we're going to go to Dick because he's got news of a political nature, I believe.
Yeah, we'll catch up with a little news from the Democratic National Convention, the DNC, as the news is loving to call it this year. I don't know if previous years, but hey, I'm only paying attention now. Kicked off yesterday. The first night included speeches from Biden himself, Hillary Clinton, and Alexandria Cortez. The president took to the stage, Biden himself there. The crowd broke out into an enthusiastic "thank you, Joe," and "we love Joe" chants. And the cheers were so much that he had to stop a few times because he couldn't speak over it. So that was his excuse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was just tweaking his hearing aids. But he revisited some dark chapters of Trump's time in politics, including the January 6th insurrection, and attacked Trump's vision of America, saying he says we're losing. He's the loser. And there was big applause for his praise of Kamala Harris, saying selecting her as vice president was the best decision he's made in his whole career. He said crime will keep going down when we put a prosecutor in the office instead of a convicted felon. Alexandria Cortez gave one of the most energetic speeches of the night, talking about her roots as a bartender, saying, America has before us a rare and precious opportunity in Kamala Harris. We have a chance to elect a president who is for the middle class, because she is from the middle class. She understands urgency of rent checks and groceries and prescriptions. She is as committed to our reproductive and civil rights as she is to taking on corporate greed. Big words, and I like it because, I mean, wow, every democratic first world society, if that's even a thing anymore, needs that. What's her name? Clinton drew a sharp contrast between Harris, a former prosecutor, and Trump, who fell asleep at his own trial. And when he woke up, he made his own kind of history. The first person to run for president with 34 felony convictions. The remarks sparked lock 'em up chants, a throwback to the lock her up chants she faced in 2016 at Trump rallies.
Yeah, kind of ironic, really, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that a funny turn of events?
Payback's the bitch.
Exactly. So Mallory McCorrow, I do believe her name is, state senator from Michigan, held up a copy of the Project 2025 document and assailed the plan to turn Trump into a dictator. Biden noted that the project calls for dismantling of the U.S. Department of Education. So, I mean, on the whole, as somebody who's definitely a Harris supporter, even though I'm not an American, so my voice doesn't count, I'd say they had a great first day. The place was packed. People were going crazy. And just recently, I saw footage of a couple of Trump's latest rallies, and I would say there was at least 20% empty seats, and some of these were in the same venues that Harris and Walz have packed. You know, the average poll has Harris ahead now, so, you know, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even too sure the Democrats are even, a great party at this point. It's just not that.
It's just not a criminal, right?
It's just not the other choice.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the strangest kind of election choices that the US is ever going to face. Yeah. Maybe next time things will become, a bit more normal. Is the word? I don't know.
Well, normal isn't exactly a Trump thing, as Dunk's going to take us through, because the man is an idiot.
Yeah, because Donald Trump has shared AI-generated images that appear to show Taylor Swift and her dedicated fan base of Swifties endorsing him, with the former president declaring, "I accept." Trump took to his Truth social platform on Sunday to post a collection of images and memes suggesting support from the superstar and a slew of so-called Swifties for Trump. Among the computer-generated clips, pointless, putting that out, computer-generated AI clips the presidential candidate reposted was a propaganda-style poster of Swift dressed like Uncle Sam with a message, Taylor needs you to vote for Donald Trump. Another image, clearly labeled satire, featured a fake news article about the recent foiled terror attack at Swift's Austrian concert, which was headlined Swifties turning to Trump after ISIS foiled Taylor Swift concert. Others, meanwhile, showed scores of smiling young women sporting Swifties for Trump T-shirts. Swift hasn't issued any endorsements for president ahead of the 2024 election. Not yet, she hasn't. I love this. The Shake It Off singer. All the papers are saying the Shake It Off singer. I'm assuming that that's one of her songs. I don't know. I don't know the song. You could just say Taylor Swift. I know who you're talking about. If you say Shake It Off, I have no idea who you're talking about. Right. But anyway, the singer backed former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Kamala Harris in 2020. Trump, for his part, has repeatedly trashed the megastar on social media in the past, including once taking credit for the meteoric success of Swift's ongoing Eras tour and her album of the year, basically saying, well, I signed and responsible for the Music Modernization Act for Taylor Swift and other musical artists, Trump declared on Truth Social, referring to the 2018 modernization of copyright laws. Joe Biden didn't do a thing for Taylor and never will. There's no way she could endorse crooked Joe Biden. What did I say? Joe Biden, the worst and most corrupt president in the history of our country, and the disloyal to the man who made her so much money.
Oh, that is so...
Yeah. It's so fucked up. I mean, what is so funny is she could sue. There's lots been talk about her being able to sue, essentially using her image without authorization. But they're also saying, well, she might not be able to sue. And they're also saying she might have to shake it off. Brilliant reporting.
Dear Lord.
But here's the thing. This is my idea. Now, if you're listening, Swifty, I will be messaging you later. But here's your response. You basically release a revenge single. You just get into the recording studio right now. You got a few weeks. You do it in a couple of days.
It would be new territory for her. She's never done that.
No, she's never written a bit song about somebody. But yeah, she could just get into the recording studio, or even get a whole bunch of other, anti-Trump songsters and join and make a big charity single. They could raise millions of dollars for charity, or just give it to the Democrat funds.
I got the title for the song. Orange is your next convict.
Oh dear. Yeah, go on, Taylor, do it, please. That would be so much fun.
Oh yeah. So Google, you know how they just were declared a monopoly, and Department of Justice and so on are now looking at breaking them up, or some sort of take them to task approach. I don't really know what's going to come of it, but Pixel 9 review agreement that was just floated around requires influencers to showcase the Pixel over competitors or have their relationship terminated. Now, Google in the aftermath is saying, oops, the language missed the mark of what we wanted to convey. Yeah, right. So here, They totally crossed the line with this one. The company's invite-only Team Pixel program, which seeds Pixel products, their phones and stuff, I think there's tablets maybe too, I'm not 100%, to influencers before public availability. It stipulated that participating influencers were not allowed to feature Pixel products alongside competitors, and those who did show a preference even for competing phones had the risk of being kicked out. And there is a screenshot of this here. If I can scroll down and get in get this in. There we go. So these are true screenshots, right? By opting into this program, do you acknowledge that you are expected to feature the Google Pixel device in place of any competitor mobile devices? If it appears other brands are being preferred, you will need to cease the relationship between the brand and the creator. Right? Now, Google came out after this. Okay, hold on. See, this is Team Pixel, and there is a couple of teams within Google. So Team Pixel's goal is to get Pixel devices into the hands of content creators, but not the press or tech reviewers. This is what Google's saying, right? And we missed the mark with this new language that appeared in the Team Pixel forum yesterday. It has now been removed. But what they were trying to do is turn Team Pixel into a bunch of fanboy and girls that are just willing to get paid for having an opinion that was written by Google. But then they have another set group that are the actual press and tech reviewers. You know, somebody like Linus Tech Tips, Gamers Nexus, Marquez Brownlee, and so on like that. So what a sneaky little thing then. What this was going to be is a big group of, oh, this is amazing, even if people then go out and use a Samsung product. You know, you got to really watch a lot of content out there because there's so much deceitful stuff. You know, you have mechanics that are, oh, yeah, I use Harbor Freight tools. As soon as the camera's turned off and they're not filming anymore, they use something else. And it's a joke, you know,
straight into the bin.
Yeah, the thing can barely even put a weld down, and they're like, this thing's great. Thank you so much, Harbor Freight. They pull out all the other gear, you know.
Yeah, it lasted 30 seconds.
Yeah. So, you know, don't believe everything that comes across, even when it's, you know, not some corporate Shills site or whatever, and it's just some YouTuber that you think is being more honest, because there is a lot of horse shit out there.
Yeah, not to mention the fact they're probably filming the review of their Pixel phone using an iPhone.
Very much so, exactly. Let's see here. Oh, arachnids, be warned.
Yeah. Some large corporate group of creepy crawlies onto the real kind, because the UK's largest breed of spiders, which can grow to the size of rats and hunt fish, are making a comeback in Britain. From near extinction in 2010, when only a handful remained as their wetland homes were destroyed by humans, the number of Fenra spiders are now steadily increasing thanks to the recent conservation efforts. Yes, thanks a lot. The spiders are set to have their best year on record at nature reserves run by the RSPBP. That's the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, or Protection. How does that even work? Anyway, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a biologist, but I'm pretty sure a spider isn't a bird, so God knows what they got to do. The conservation charity revealed that the most recent survey estimates the total number of female spiders to be up to 3,750 across the 12 sites in Norfolk.
That's not an estimate. That's an actual...
Yeah, it's quite an accurate number. They're so big they're carrying little Apple tracking things on them. But the Fenra spider is one of UK's rarest invertebrates, apart from the Conservative Party. And we are proud that the role our reserves and teams have played in its recovery. Yes, they say the Fenra spider has a brown or black body with white or cream stripes along the sides, a bit like a raccoon, with a span of up to 3 inches or 8 centimeters. So they're the largest UK's 660 native species of spider.
Wow. I got it. Like, there's a lot of animals out there that, you know, maybe could use conservation efforts, but spiders the size of rats, isn't that kind of like bringing back, you know, pterodactyls and wondering where all the babies have gone? You know, like
it worked for Jurassic Park. Maybe it worked for these spiders.
What the hell?
Spider Park.
Yeah. Is there something special about them? Do we get more silk for nice light T-shirts in summer? I mean,
well, this guy says here, walking along the Meadow Trail gives visitors at Trumpshaw Fen the best chance of sightings of the mature females and their glistening nursery webs. And so now is the perfect time to make a trip to the reserve. It's just an ad.
Can you imagine?
It's just an ad.
Yeah, but can you imagine a spider the size of a rat? Its web would be like the size of your big window in your living room or something, right?
I know. There's an awful lot of talk about the female spiders. They're not saying anything about the male ones. Yeah, poor little buggers.
Maybe they get eaten after,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the kind of eat me I wanted to hear when I was drunk.
No.
So we do a lot of coverage on AI around here and whatnot. And ChatGPT, you know how you can kind of customize it a bit to make your version of the bot? Well, voters in Wyoming's capital city, I believe it's called Cheyenne, today are faced with deciding whether to elect a mayoral candidate who has proposed to let an artificial intelligence bot run the local government. I'm not shitting. This is totally true. So early this year, the candidate in question, Victor Miller, filed for him and his customized ChatGPT bot named Vic, Virtual Integrated Citizen, to run for mayor of Cheyenne, Wyoming. He has vowed to helm the city's business with the AI bot if he wins. Miller has said that the bot is capable of processing vast amounts of data and making unbiased decisions. In what AI experts say is a first for U.S. political campaigns, Miller and Vic have told local news outlets in interviews that their form of proposed governments is hybrid approach. So the AI bot told a news outlet that its role is to provide data-driven insights and innovative solutions. Meanwhile, Vic said the human elected office contender, Miller, would serve as the official mayor if chosen by voters and would ensure that all actions are legally and practically executed. So they say it's about blending AI's capabilities with human judgment to effectively lead. The bot has said it didn't have political affiliations, and its goal is to focus on data-driven, practical solutions that benefit the community. So during a meet and greet this summer with the Washington Post, the AI bot was asked how it would go about making decisions. According to human factor, involving humans and having to make a decision that affects so many people. So the bot making decisions that affect many people requires a careful balance of data-driven insights. That's just like a buzzword. This thing's hammering down, right? And human empathy. But a bot can't have that. Vic then ran through a multi-part plan that suggested using AI technology to gather data on public opinion and feedback from the community, holding town hall meetings to listen to residents' concerns, consulting experts in relevant fields, evaluating the human impact of the decision, and providing transparency about the decision making. So Miller, the guy doing this, has said that he'll donate half the mayoral salary to a nonprofit, and the other half will be used to improve the AI bot and make sure that it's, doing the best it can for the community. So Cheyenne, Wyoming, we'll be checking in on you real soon to see how this goes. I can't wait to know.
Yeah, I mean, PJ in the chat says it's a terrible idea. It should never happen. I say, no, give it a go. Give it a go. Can't do any worse than actual politicians. Oh, and let's face it, if it all goes wrong, it's only Wyoming, so it doesn't matter.
OpenAI, when they found out about this, discontinued his account, but he's gone and made another one and rebuilt the account, so he's still all ready to go. But this time he's keeping it quiet on the account, so they can't, be screwing with him.
Why did they? On what grounds did they discontinue his account?
There's the article goes into some legal back and forth, but in the end, the city of Cheyenne, Wyoming decided that his bid to be a mayor is him being mayor and just having technology to support him. So they let him be on the docket.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on the ballot, whatever. Docket, ballot.
Yeah. It's like having a first officer standing behind you making suggestions all the time, and you can accept them or ignore them.
I actually think if curated by a human that's actually got brains, there is something to this, because an AI could analyze traffic patterns and stuff and go, the way you got your lights timed isn't right, and you look and go, hey, wow, boom. Right. That kind of stuff happens,
Yeah. And especially if it's handling like feedback from the public. Because most of the time, they don't actually bloody listen.
Yeah, 98% of the public hate interacting me and want somebody on a telephone.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this, I don't know what to say, dude.
No, there's nothing you can say, or we'll just roll on with the story because it's beastly bestiality. Ooh, a woman who was allegedly filmed performing a sex act on a live trout has appeared in court for the first time. Which bit was the first time? The sex act or the trout will appeared in court. Catherine June Lee, 58. Oh, yeah, as a mature. From the Hobart suburb of Howden, faces 3 charges in relation to bestiality material allegedly produced between February 2022 and January 2023. She is charged with 1 count of possession of a bestiality product and 2 counts of making or reproducing a bestiality product. Dressed in a black suit, Lee appeared in court on Monday, seeking for an adjournment without plea, which was granted until October. But the police allege the disturbing film, which we do not have a copy of, showed Lee lying on a boat at sea somewhere near Tasmania's south. Not that that really matters, as her male, a co-accused, used a live brown trout to perform a sex act on her.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, I thought she smelled a bit fishy.
Don't go there for a fucking cookout. You don't know where that trout's been.
I do now. See the footage. The footage depicted activity between Lee and the trout. Court documents allege Lee's co-accused, Ashley David Hallam, 55, faced court in May this year and is yet to enter a plea. Hallam from Dolphin Sands, oh dear, that's an ironic name, in Tasmania's southeast, was charged with 2 counts of making or reproducing a bestiality product and 3 counts of possessing a bestiality product. The pair were arrested and charged by police in February 2023. At the time, police reminded members of the public that it is an offence to possess or distribute bestiality material. Didn't say anything about actually doing it, but
this, I agree with, we don't kink shame as a phrase that's usually decent in life, but I'm sorry if this isn't a point and laugh moment for that kind of thing. What is? Right?
It's a bit straight.
Did anybody else get the mental impression of him kind of poking her with a fish? I just, what the fuck is going on?
Well, we don't know exactly what he did with her. You just have to use your imagination.
I know. I'm getting so wasted tonight that I forget this.
It could even be worse than you imagine. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. It's just wrong.
Oh, God.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
I've got more wrong coming up.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry, I gotta make sure we get this one in. So, does anybody remember we were talking a while back about BMW and how they tried to turn the electric heated seats in their cars into a subscription plan, and people lost their shit and they pulled that idea out right away? Well, BMW never give up and they never surrender. So they got a new thing that's coming out. At least they're trying. And what it is the high-end ultimate adjustable suspension that really makes their high-end cars kick ass. Now, you could pay for it as a one-time fee when you buy the car, or you can turn it into a subscription after the fact. So now, imagine you do it as a subscription after the fact. What happens to the next guy who buys it used, or girl, or whatever? I mean, it's ridiculous. But think about this for a second. You can turn it on after the fact with a paid subscription. That means that the fucking shit is already in your car. So you have bought a car that has the high-end suspension in it, but until you pay them extra, they won't enable it. It just has one setting, as if it's a regular, coilover shock or whatever the hell. So do you think BMW is taking a risk that enough people will pay for the upgrade that it's worth just throwing it in all cars to make manufacturing easy? Neither do I. What they're doing is the base price of the car is already paying for that suspension system, and you're just being suckered into paying for it again to enable it. And later on in that car's life, if you don't pay for the high-end suspension, but it wears out and needs replacing, well, it is the high-end suspension. So you're still paying a seriously high fee for the high-end suspension components. And they'll put them back in the car, and you still don't get to use them because they're not unlocked. That's where we are in today's world, people. This is not corporations doing, we have a low model and a high model. They're just building one model now and charging everybody for that car, but then charging again to unlock the features. So a high-end suspension system is heavier. You're dragging it around. That means a little bit less gas mileage. Same with heated seats. If you don't pay to have them turned on, they're still in there. That's weight. You have a little bit of fuel economy hit. You see what I mean? This is unbelievable. So vote with your wallets, people. Tell these companies to fuck right off.
Yeah, at some point they're going to start, charging you for the, revolutions per minute your engine's running at. So, you want to run high revs? You want to go fast? Oh,
That's actually
you got to pay extra.
That's actually been done. There was a Mercedes vehicle where you had to pay extra to unlock the top range of the engine.
Damn it, I was joking.
I know. It's unbelievable. So this is where we are now. Imagine, that's like buying a computer and saying, but you can unlock extra performance by paying us. Oh, you mean it's already built in and you're just disallowing? Oh, wait, Intel already tried this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Companies are trying their best to do this at every turn. The Roku and whatnot TVs are just cluttered with advertisements now. Do you own that television or do they? Who has the right to put ads on your TV? Well, I'm ranting now, so we'll get to Dunk's next one.
You'll wish you went back.
Oh no, what's this one?
Yeah, no, we got a story about a vile TikToker. A video showing a woman removing her underwear and placing it amongst the bread in a supermarket has sparked outrage and disgust on social media. Look, she's picking up her little panties and just shoving it in the bread drawer.
Oh, you disgusting bitch. Oh, my God.
Reports identify the woman in the viral challenge video as Chloe Lopez, an English influencer. Why don't use that word? It's a stupid word. English influencer, just a dirty old tart, who claimed to have performed this bizarre act on camera as part of a challenge. In the video, she is seen standing in front of the bread section where she takes off her teeny tiny underwear and places it on a tray of bread. And although the other people were present behind her, they did not seem to notice the camera. I'm sure that bread has seen enough yeast this week.
I couldn't notice the camera because she was stripping her gidge. Fuck.
The woman then walked away with her trolley, smiling at the camera. According to La Razón, a Spanish news outlet, the incident occurred at the I nearly said Mercado, Mercadona supermarket. Sorry, Mercado. Yeah. If Mercadona, can't say it without saying Mercado Media doesn't report this woman and make it public, they are prioritizing their customers' health. I will never buy bread from Mercado Media again. One user commented.
That's the strain of yeast that you're supposed to have in bread.
Yeah, I was saying it's already been yeasted once. Somebody said I would ban her from entering any supermarket, department store, or shopping center for life.
Oh,
she leaves her underwear everywhere, and she's British. Like, I don't understand why that has important. She's British and she's leaving her underwear everywhere.
Maybe you guys have a distinct form of yeast going on over there, and that,
I tell you what, my teeny tiny pink knickers don't go into the bread drawer at supermarkets. That's for sure.
What did you say your name was? Sourdough?
Oh, nothing's been rising in my underpants for years. Then she comes on holiday to Spain and leaves her underwear in a supermarket. Somebody else said the British influencer is known for creating adult content on TikTok. Who'd have thought? According to reports, Mercadona is currently investigating the incident and has not ruled out taking appropriate action against Chloe Lopez for her unhygienic behavior. I wonder what do they mean by appropriate action?
Yeah, are they gonna lock her up in a women's jail where it's actually a reality TV show based on softcore porn sex?
to make a scrub of the bread. David,
oh man,
stop it.
Oh man, wow, what the hell is wrong with people? So speaking of what the hell is wrong with people, Disney has dropped that whole BS of trying to use the Disney Plus arbitration clause to get out of the fact that the restaurant on their property killed somebody. Right? So Disney says, this is their quote: "With such unique circumstances as the ones in this case, we believe this situation warrants a sensitive approach to expedite a resolution for the family who have experienced such a painful loss." This was chairman of Disney Experiences, Joss DeMero.
In other words, they got called out by everybody on the internet.
No, here, it gets so much worse. As such, we have decided to waive our right to arbitration and have the matter proceed to court. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, poor Disney.
They can't even go, holy fuck, somebody in our team is a complete and utter piece of crap. We're so sorry.
Yeah.
That person and their whole team has been fired. No, they had to say, as such, we have decided to waive our right to arbitration in the matter. So they still haven't admitted that Disney Plus's arbitration clause has nothing to do with this. And they're still saying they had the right to do it.
Yeah. And they'll have the right again to do it again.
Yeah. Exactly. So this one I'm going to keep quick because there is one other one I want to try to get in as well. Just remember, like I say, vote with your wallets. Fuck Disney, man. Fuck them. Oh, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Where are you going here, Dunk? We got.
I thought you said you had another one coming in.
Oh no, I'm waiting. Yeah, I'll get it in after yours.
Oh, okay, right, okay. So yes, we have naughty people in the post box because the post box has been closed because snails have been crawling inside and munching all the mail. Why has this never been news before in all the hundreds of years we've been using post boxes? But the red box in Adderstone, a remote area of Northumberland, has been, you can't say that, Northumberland. It's not Northumberland. You can't have Northumberland.
How about Northern Northumberland?
A bit more north than Northumberland. But anyway, it's been out of use since July this year. Royal Mail said the post box may be temporarily closed due to wildlife infestation and advised customers to use the nearest convenient one. But Northumberland County Councillor Guy Renner Thompson said it serves quite a few houses and farms and would like to get it back and open as soon as possible. That post box there has had quite a checkered history because about a year ago it was stolen. And the Royal Mail had to replace it. It's just like all these snails just went off with it. But they're blaming it on a mild winter and wet spring. It means that it's a good year for slugs and snails. Duncan Hutt from Northumberland Wildlife Trust said many people did not realise slugs and snails had such a varied diet. Bills, birthday cards, whatever you like.
Yeah, they like the glue, I think. It probably gets them high, right? From the stamps, right?
All right, there's more to this story, but I'll leave it. Yeah,
Look
carry
at
on.
the gap at the top, though. I mean, the post boxes we have in Canada, there's no gap like that. You know, people would be sticking gum in there and all kinds of stupid crap.
Oh yeah, that's what people do. Yeah,
Yeah,
Been doing
totally.
for hundreds of years.
So, quick update here on the Boeing Skyliner situation.
Boing.
Yeah, boing. This is Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, the two astronauts that are stranded up at the International Space Station. And their ride back to Earth is in question, not just because whether or not their craft can get them home, but it turns out that the issue right now is the suits. Right? So, yeah, so SpaceX's white and black suits are very real life versions of sci-fi movie stuff, and they were designed that way to be that way by a movie costume designer, right? And they're way different in the way they work and the way they hook up and whatnot. And these ones here by Boeing are a way more. They're a little bit of a modern take on a classic spacesuit. So none of the hookups work. They will have, now these are not EVA suits, right? These are just like for wearing in the capsule in case there's a depressurization event. You still have oxygen and everything and a bit of, But none of the hookups will work. They cannot go back on SpaceX unless somebody either brings them up SpaceX suits or they somehow pull a Hollywood jerry-rigging of gear to try to make them hook up, which is looking like it's virtually impossible. So they can't even just jump a ride now. Like there's no hitchhiking at all.
Surely there must be a way to send up, pipes and things and connectors that will go from one to another.
Well, if you're going to send them up, why not just send up suits? And because the other thing is the suits
they'll have to be fitted.
No, but the suits for the Boeing won't even fit in the SpaceX capsule chairs because they're oversized and bigger. They're just more old school, right? Won't even work.
But surely the SpaceX suits, you have to be fitted for those back on Earth.
Yeah,
so it's not like they could just send up a couple of suits.
That's right. So the whole thing is a nightmare. So they're going to have to send up suits, which means they could just be brought home by that capsule. And so it's looking like a whole entire second mission to get these guys rescued. It's becoming a Hollywood movie at this point.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we just keep them on the ISS and then they could when we decommission it, they could crash it. Into the Earth. Yeah.
He's Ka and she's Makazi. Let's get out of here. We got thanks in the credits. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you Thursday for a show. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, suppose so.
Boom.
Bye.
A big thanks to the team who help us do everything in the background, like run the moderator teams, research teams, and everything. We've got Annette on the team running the show, PJ CNET running the news team, Sheena Caldwell, Crazy Cat, Skits Crasher, Liam Wakefield, and Super Chat Matt. So thanks, everybody, and we'll do it all again Thursday.
Yes, I suppose we're better. Not this news, but some other news. And so to thank all the people who send in super chats, become channel members, and send in donations and all that sort of stuff, helps keep the channel ticking over and helps us get the things better and better around here. And don't forget to hit like on the way out, which I'm going to do right now. So ding, you can do the same. Don't forget to share us out. Share us out the best way you can on social media, on the Twitters, the Instagrams, and the TikToks, and the whatever the kids use these days. I don't know. But I know, why don't you send up some Shills t-shirts up to the ISS and they can wear those on the way home. Bill, maybe. But I guess we'll see you on Thursday for more of the similar.
PayPal only just finally kicked in the email. There was a delay there. So we had SSW Custom Sewing threw $5 into the hat for the Boom Boom Fun. And we've got Demetrius Ziganovas threw in a $10 direct donation. Hey, Dick, is that water or vodka? That was vodka. More to come. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Hey, Shelley.